What's good, y'all? Back at it again. It's your boy Estee Parker. I just want to wish everybody, all the mothers, happy Mother's Day 2 days ago. Today's topic of this video, if you read the title, is called God and Discipline. And the reason why the title is called like that because I read an article last week on May 5th. It's a former football player called Jack. His name is Jack Bury. And I guess he was a safety position for several teams in the NFL, from the Minnesota Vikings to the New York Giants to Philadelphia Eagles. And the only reason I'm talking about him today because he said something last week in the article. It jumped out to me. And it said, country needs God and discipline back in school to solve racial divide. And I found that very interesting and important. Also with him, I don't really get into detail so much about people political because he is with number 45. So I'm like, I can't really care what he says though. But he did make this point that he said, in this quote or passage, one that jumped out to me the most, he said, when they pulled the paddle out of school in the mid '80s, that's where this all started. I say it all the time, some kids need the paddle. Also jumped out to me, said we need more fear of God back in the schools, and we need our parents to start being parents again and not friends. And I was like, yo, I have been saying that for so long, that a lot of these new parents, mothers, fathers become their child best friend, and when their kids get older, they don't respect their parents no more. And I'm like, yo, that is true. Like, it's a crazy world we live in today. As of like, this is just my opinion, that I see people celebrate celebrities more than they do Jesus. I don't know. A lot of parents teach morals anymore, the 10 Commandments, if that's your belief of religion. Like, but I believe that teaching kids very young about authority and respect and manners goes a long way in life. It's like the old saying, go, it really takes a village to raise a child. It really does, because I don't know about everybody else, but growing up for me, probably early 90s, late 90s, at that last peak of discipline and everybody, if you did something wrong in the community, people would, if you did something wrong, they would beat you, then your parents beat you. I believe that's true. That should be a good thing. But a lot of parents like, oh, don't touch my child, this and that. And then somebody always get upset about something and realize when the police come in and do something, we get upset, because at the end of the day, you're not teaching your kid in the straight path. I'm not saying what the cops do is right, but sometimes some of these kids is overly emotional, overly wild. And I'm like, to make a scenario even bad, but I'm a little jumping off course right now and everything. Is like, I want to stay on topic because with his article with the school and everything, I think that's true. A lot of teachers right now don't want to be teachers because a lot of these children are acting crazy and wild, and the teachers can't discipline them. And then we get to the parent and they're like, oh, what did my child didn't do wrong or something like that, and they're like, yo, every child's not an angel. All your kids is not angels and everything. And like, sometimes we got some badass kids, and some of these parents need to whoop their kids' ass. A lot of these parents need to whoop their kids' ass to get them back on track. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna get back to talking about like the morals and everything. To say thank you, please, you're welcome. Just little minor things that I don't even hear children even say anymore. Yeah, more of these parents don't raise their children, they maintain them. And meaning when I say maintain them is like, your child act up and you give him something just to be quiet. You give them clothes. You give them games and everything you need to make them be quiet. But it's not, you're not raising them. You just maintain them to be quiet. Raising them is teaching them morals and values of life. And my favorite quote from the movie Love Guru, the meaning of Bible. Bible means basic instructions before leaving Earth. And I know it's from a movie, but that sounds like it could be correct. But these are just my few topics and takes out from today and everything. But nope, that's all I wanted to say today. Is about God and discipline. Put God first in your life. Discipline your kids when they need to, and come together as a community to make everything better. That's what I'm saying for today. Stay tuned to another video. I'll be at y'all. Love y'all. Peace.